Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, my site where I blog about all the things that I have learned from and about the tarot cards, where I also review tarot decks and books. And on this YouTube channel, I make all kinds of tarot videos. I do reviews and these monthly prediction videos that I'm going to be doing, this time. And I also do tarot card readings, and I also mentor and teach students who are interested in learning tarot. So if you are at all interested in any of these, just go check out the links. They are in the description that accompany this video. My social media links are also in there. My newsletter sign up page link is also there. So just go, if you're interested, just sign up, click, follow, all of that. Okay, so today, as you can see, I'm going to use my Universal Weight and my Gilded Reverie Expanded Edition, the Lenormand deck. These are my absolute favorite go-to deck combination, Tarot and Lenormand, which I use for, this is my go-to combination. That's it. Now, just a little information. I will be putting in timestamps in these videos so you can just jump to your specific sign, and I'll be grouping them based on elements: earth, air, water, fire, that kind of a thing. So you'll have 3 signs in each video, so you can go according to that. And I will also recommend that you find out your moon sign and go look at your, what the cards say for your moon sign. I mean, this is for each sign. So it could be sun sign, it could be moon sign. So look for your sun sign, look for your moon sign. You probably will also be able to find out your ascendant sign, and take a combination of all these 3. And that would be as personalized as you can get for, prediction wise. Okay. So if you know your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth, you can basically just Google and find one of those free sites where you can plug in this information, and that website will tell you, oh, this is your moon sign, this is your ascendant sign. Pretty much simple. You don't have to get into the interpretations unless you really want to get into astrology, in which case I don't do astrology, just saying. But if you need a recommendation, ask me. I'll totally recommend this person I know who's awesome. Anyhow, so the point is, without going off on a tangent, let's just get right down to it. This is my monthly prediction for April 2019. Okay, so let's do the water signs for April 2019, and they are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So first up is Cancer. Cancer, April 2019. Here we go. Okay. Oh, the 8 of Swords. Stuck in the prison of your own making, stuck in the prison of your own thoughts. This card, this 8 of Swords, is, trust me, one of the hardest cards I've ever been in, right? This is where your own thoughts, your own fears, your own negative self-talk even really catches you in its grasp, and you become a prisoner of your own thoughts. These are limitations that you place upon yourself. Nobody else places them. You place them upon yourself, where you tell yourself, I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can make it. Stuff along those lines. And those thoughts become all these swords that gather around you. And those thoughts become these ropes that tie your hands, and the blindfold that closes your eyes from seeing, feeling, walking, doing anything, right? These are your own fears. As you keep thinking, they manifest. So what will you do? And Cancer, you're going to be facing such a situation in this month. You're going to be caught in this really tough spot of your own making, and of your literally, mostly out of your own imagination. It's your own fears really that are stopping you in your path. How will you conquer these fears? How will you overcome them? Your challenge this month is to overcome these self-imposed limitations and to kind of break these cut off these ropes, remove the blindfold, and to realize that, okay, these swords are here, but there's still other places I can go. There are still things you can do, and these swords are not real swords. They are just your thoughts. So you can eliminate those negative talks and you can go do whatever you want to do. This is your challenge this month. This is one of those tough cards. And you have Anchor followed by the magnifying glass. This is interesting, right? So look closely, because Anchor is something that kind of, holds you stuck in one place. Okay, the anchor also has many other meanings, but I'm looking at it in the context of the tarot card energy here. All right, anchor also means stability and 9 to 5 dependability kind of a thing. But in this case, I think this anchor is also, coming from all this energy is, what is it that's holding you stuck to where you are? What is it? Because the magnifying glass urges you to look closely at this card. So what is it that holds you stuck to that place? What is it that holds you in a place where you don't want to move out of? What is it that holds you, anchors you down really in that feeling, in that emotion, in that circumstance? What is it? Look real close. Put it under a microscope, right? Put it under a microscope, put it under a magnifying glass and look at that situation really closely and try to get to the root of it and then uproot it. You see what I mean? Just do it. Unless you want, unless you make this card reverse, you will find yourself stuck in these fears, and these are literally of your own making. These don't necessarily completely really exist. Okay? Look closely at what these things are, and so that you can uproot them and walk away. Oof, it's a challenging month, Cancer, so hang in there. Next up is Scorpio. Scorpio for April 2019. Okay, here we go. Scorpio gets the Temperance reverse. This is interesting. Okay, Temperance is traditionally also connected with Sagittarius, so that's very interesting. And I believe, because card number 13 is the Death card, and that is associated usually with Scorpio. So this is the very next sign. But now look at it, it's reversed. So in that, there's something very interesting that might happen. This is purely intuitional or intuition that I'm saying this. Something might happen towards the end of September and not September. Why am I saying September? Something very interesting will happen between April and May for you, Scorpio. Okay, now that apart, Temperance reverse. Temperance talks about transformation. Temperance talks about change. Temperance talks about attaining mastery. Okay, becoming the master in that sense, that kind of mastery. And you can only do that when you walk away from your ego, when you come to a place where you are able to connect with and listen to the messages coming in from the divine, and where this great sort of transformation happens. Okay, so Scorpio, in the month of April, you might find yourself coming close to achieving a very kind of a status of mastery, even in whatever it is that you do, your skills, your talents, you're getting there, but you're not quite there yet. Okay, what could be hurting your progress, what could be creating problems or hurdles in your progress, is the fact that you may not have the necessary calmness of mind and heart that is required to get there. Or maybe you're just not ready, you haven't completely come to that point yet. And maybe the whole meaning and importance of this divine connection, this great transformation, all of this has still sort of to sink into your being, into your psyche. So April is all about getting ready to get there, right? But you don't really reach or achieve it, but you prepare for it. You walk the path to get there. So don't be, first of all, in a rush to achieve it whatever it is that you set out to achieve in this month, don't be in a rush. I believe something will happen in the beginning of May for you. So whatever it is, but don't rush it. If you rush it, you will probably destroy it or create more troubles for yourself in that journey. So just let things happen as they are supposed to happen, or at the speed that they're supposed to happen. Do not be rushing anything. Be calm, be focused, be zen, be all of those good things, so that you can change this card around. Maybe if you're focused, if you're calm, and if you're trusting of the universe, maybe this card changes to upright. And what do we have here? We have the key, which is something that locks and unlocks. And what does it unlock? Mice. Mice is theft and loss. Okay, so now what mice will steal from whatever's on the left of it, which is the key, which is the whatever locks and unlocks. It's a destiny card. And then we have the mice. So like I said, something is getting ready to change. Something is getting ready to be unlocked. But then, the mice come in and it is taken away. Just like this energy here. You're not quite there yet. Something is missing. Something is not quite there yet. So, your challenge this month is to let things happen as and when they happen, and to not rush or hurry the process. Okay, and to find the balance, to get there, to kind of be zen about whatever it is at the speed at which it's happening. And secondly, to discover what kind of behaviors or what kind of situations, circumstances, even people around you take away, right? Like, you have your destiny pretty much within your grasp. But what is it that is stealing it from you? What is it that is taking it away from you? So it could be your own behaviors, right? Procrastination, binge watching Netflix, whatever. There's a number of things in which we can sabotage ourselves. Or there might be situations, circumstances, or people around us who are sabotaging you and are taking away your lovely, powerful destiny, or who are reducing the power of your destiny. So find out what it is, who it is, and you will actually find what is creating hurdles in your progress. And once you find them, eliminate them from your life, and you should be back on track. Wow. Scorpio, what an interesting journey you have this month. Now finally we get to Pisces. Pisces, April 2019. There we go. Pisces, you get Hierophant reverse. Now, there's a bunch of reverse cards this month, isn't it? Now, Hierophant is, again, very interesting card. Hierophant is the card of, traditional processes and systems, right? Look at this particular card, right? This is the Pope, but he followed the system to come here. These are his two students, and they are also following the system, eventually hoping to get to where he's sitting, their teacher, their boss. And these are the keys of knowledge and wisdom that he will hand over to them. Now, the thing is, this card talks about traditions. This card talks about learning. This card talks about processes, right? Systems, processes, but they are traditional. They are rooted in tradition, and they come from a very long time kind of thing. Reverse, this card says, sometimes you will need to kind of step away from the bounds of these rules and traditions to actually, find the way to some very unconventional but very interesting knowledge. So in this month of April 2019, Pisces, your journey is to, but not completely stray away from, the rules. It's a very tricky card, this one, this Hierophant. So for instance, if I have to say these are the rules, the boundary here, these are the rules, you're not supposed to break them. But still, when you step out, you'll be like, okay, but then you'll find a different set of rules to play with. So again, you are still playing by the rules, but just a different set of them. And maybe they're new, maybe they're non-traditional, that kind of a thing. But you will actually learn something by stepping away from following the traditional paths and so forth. But whatever it is that you learn, you will learn maybe a different set of rules and you will have to follow them. So don't just break any and every rule that you see, but you will learn something very important and something very interesting and intriguing and helpful in your situation if you kind of step away from the traditional processes, means, methods of thinking and learning, and play by a different set of rules, and you'll get there. You'll really learn something awesome. Now the cards here are whip, okay, and clocks. Okay, so over a period of time, there'll be a lot of angry back and forth. There will be a lot of bickering even, but it will be like a back and forth. So some situations will keep repeating themselves and it will take a while, so maybe between these back and forth time will pass. So, this might take a while. Okay, this angry back and forth might take a while. And what you need to do is maybe find a way. This is your challenge, okay? To find a way to not get into this angry space. Or if you do, find a way to use this time to not get so worked up and angry, but to discover, okay, what am I meant to learn from this, time between this back and forth, right? So for instance, you get angry about something and say you communicate it with whomsoever you are trying to communicate with it, that, hey, you did this, it upset me. And maybe that person will reply, you think he or she will reply right away or in the next couple of days or something, but they take their own sweet time and reply in 5 or 6 days or next week, like that kind of a thing. And you're like, damn it, how hard is it for someone to reply to an email? You know what I'm saying? So this is, especially when you're angry, you expect to reply right away, you're not gonna get it. So if I put it all together, what I say is that, following the traditional means, methods, and processes for even, kind of talking about or expressing your anger or especially in terms of if you're expecting a back and forth, an angry back and forth to kind of take place or happen, like you say something, the other person's, it's not going to, go through traditional methods and you're not going to find the answer there. You will benefit by stepping out of this set of rules and stepping into maybe different set of rules, and you might benefit from it. You might reduce the time, but it is going to take as long as it takes. So, the other person, even if he takes 10 days to reply to an angry email, maybe there's a reason, and maybe you don't know that reason. So try to kind of, say that to yourself and try to not really let your temper get the best of you in this month, and you should be okay. Okay, so that was April 2019 for the water signs. All right, so this is how April 2019 is gonna shape up for you, so hang in there. I know it can sometimes, situations can be a little tough, but hey, tough times make tough people. So April is going to be one of those tough months, but you know what? We will all survive. I know this. I promise you this. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to share it with your friends and such, go right ahead and do that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that, because I really, I'm going to delve into the Lenormand a little bit more this, as we go forward. There's a lot of interesting stuff that I've planned out. I hope that, you guys will like it. So please subscribe. And I believe click on the bell icon. So every time a new video comes out, you guys will be notified and you can go see the video right away. All of that good stuff. And yeah, so follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, in my group where I post, because if you, this is the monthly thing, but if you want a daily sort of a reading, I do that. I post them on my social media, all these places. You can follow me there. And so, every month I use a different deck, so that's even fun, right? So just totally go and do that, and subscribe to my channel, buy my book, all that good stuff, and book your reading if you really want specific guidance for very specific questions, or something that is very much totally geared towards you and your energy. Then book a reading, right? That's what I do. So go right ahead and do all of that. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Okay? Bye for now.